All right, guys, you see all of these announcements about Shib, new exchanges listing Shib, companies accepting Shiba Inu as a form of payment, more holders of the Shiba Inu token, and yet the bull run that we expect just isn't happening. Instead, it's flattening out and yes, even dropping. Why is this happening? Will it continue? And what should we expect from here? Honestly, it makes you kind of wonder, should I hold on for dear life or should I sell out? I'm addressing all of this in today's Shiba Inu coin update. Now make sure you share this video with others in the Shib army. Tag me on Twitter at SweetLifeMoney because this could likely be my most important Shiba Inu update video ever. For real. Now the first important piece of what we need to look at as to why Shib is flattening and not going up like we expect it to is we gotta look back on history. We take the history of Shib to understand what the opportunities in the future may be. And then after we take a look at the history, I'm gonna explain why we're seeing an increase in holders. We have over 1 million holders of Shiba Inu, but yet that's not having any impact on price. I'll explain why. And then we're going to look at the bid-ask spread, and I'm going to give you my future price prediction as we get ready for the new year of 2022. By the way, if you like the shirt, it's linked in the description below on my Amazon affiliate link. Now, I've been doing a lot of research on the history of Shiba Inu and why it's so important, I think, to make sure that we're focused in on what happened in the past that can lead us to a successful future. So what I'm going to do, pull up my iPad screen and share with you something that I think you'll find a lot of value in. On this screen, as you see right here, we have the history, the chart of Shiba Inu specifically. Now, let me take you through the history and stay with me because this is really interesting stuff as to what's going on right here. August 1st, right about here, right? August 1st, this is the very first day that Shib launches, okay? Hey, by the way, you're gonna have to deal with my god-awful handwriting. I'm sorry in advance. We're gonna zoom ahead here to about March 13th. I'm gonna draw this right here. March 13th, the Shib market cap is at 1.28 million. That's it. And we only have 13K holders at the time. Now, things move along. Elon Musk decides he wants to put out a tweet that he's getting a Shiba Inu. Then, all of a sudden, the holders, right around, I would say March 15th, so right around the same period of time, the holders, they increased to about 23,000, okay? So that's a 10,000 increase just as a result of an Elon Musk tweet. Then we go on to April 22nd. That's right about here, okay? Now, on April 22nd, here's what's going on. We have 100K holders of the Shiba Inu token, 100K, okay? And then on top of that, if you would have had your $100 investment back here when we first launched, your investment would now be worth $800,000 right here. That's pretty darn cool. But this is where things start getting heated up. It starts getting a little bit exciting. April 30th, the Wolf paper is initiated. Now the Wolf paper is the details in the ecosystem of the Shiba Inu token, okay? Why they decided on the Ethereum blockchain, what their tokenomics are, and all the details behind taking this from like a meme coin to something of case utility, something a little bit more important. So that's right around here. At the same time, we're starting to see our very first all-time high right about here, okay? So I'm gonna put Wolf paper right here, Wolf paper, and that's when that happened, all right? Then we move on, okay? So now things are really gonna get serious here. May 10th, okay? Right about here, Binance list Shib. Not only Binance, we also have Bit4x. Not only Bit4x, we also have KuCoin. So there are 3 exchanges that list Shiba Inu right around May 10th. But look what's happening here. Now this is where things are getting serious as to relate it to today. Look at this, we are going down. So let's say you invested in Shiba Inu at the all-time high here, right here. Well, you're enjoying this ride down and obviously not enjoying it because it's going back down. And you're saying, wait a minute, Binance is listing, all these exchanges are listing, but yet it's still going down. This is news. Shouldn't it go back up? Sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? But stay tuned, there's more. May 14th. So that's maybe right here. Okay, May 14th, Stealth EX. They add Shib to their online brokerage. Buoyancy, I'm gonna run out of room here. Buoyancy, blah, blah, blah. You get the point. Indodax, Changelly Pro, June 10th, list Shib. So all of these different exchanges are listing in this little time frame right here, okay? So a lot of things are happening, but look what's happening. Nothing is going on with Shib. Sure, you're seeing maybe a little bit of a bump up right here, and you can see there's a little bit of a run up right up there, but honestly, it's not doing much, especially off of this all-time high back in May. June 17th, Voyager lists Shib, and that's a big one, so I'm gonna list that one up here, Voyager. Then July 6th, this is the official launch of Shiba Swap. If you're familiar with Shib, you'll know what Shiba Swap is. If you're not, do some research. Shiba Swap list right here. Still nothing is going on. So, okay. Then, July 5th, probably right around the same time period here. This is when shopping.io decides to partner up with Shib, shopping.io. Now, shopping.io is really cool. This allows users to buy from Amazon, from Walmart in Shiba Inu through their particular payment method. And then right around July 20th, things just aren't looking good. Shib's market cap, that drops down to about 2.3 billion at the time, down from nearly 20 billion in May during this all-time high. So here we are sitting here, and it's gonna stay like that until October. So again, if you're invested in this period, especially if you got in on it during the initial hype, you're like, okay, this sucks. Now, there's a couple things you could have done. You could have sold out, and if you sold out, you probably are kicking yourself when October rolls around, or you held on. And if you held on during this period of time, you felt really good when October 2021 came around. Now we move on to August. Now in August 21st, Bitvavo, Bitvavo, another exchange, list Shiba Inu. September 3rd, Webull list Shiba Inu. By the way, Webull is what I started using to buy my Shib originally. So I bought it back on September 3rd. That's when I got into Shiba Inu because I was doing some research and I was kind of excited about what I saw. And if you want to get Shib as well on Webull, I'll include the link down in the description below. And right now they're offering until December 23rd a very cool deal. When you first sign up, they're gonna give you one free stock worth between $3 and $300. Then when you make your very first deposit of 1 penny or more to trade in the stock market or the crypto market, you will get an additional 4 free stocks. Those 4 free stocks, all combined, can be valued between $32 up to $8,000. So click the link in the description below. Get started with Webull today. September 16th is when the big almighty Coinbase decides they're gonna list Shib. My gosh, my handwriting's terrible today, guys, terrible. But anyway, so here we have this Coinbase, and look, it's starting to run up. Things are getting kind of exciting. I think right here, we're in like the 4,000 to 5,000 range, right in this zone right here. And then this is where things get very funny, right here. Okay, I'm gonna just circle this like that. Right there, Elon Musk drops a tweet October 24th, and he says he does not own any Shiba Inu. Now remember, Elon Musk is a big Dogecoin supporter, does not have any holdings in Shiba Inu, but that actually helps spike up Shib even more. It's almost like we don't need Elon to be able to build our ecosystem and take this beyond the meme coin that it originally was. And because of that, we then experience our brand new all-time high back here in late October. And you'll remember, it was a good time. Everything was happy. We hit all the way up to about 8,800 on the total price. Remember, I drop all the zeros and I just call it what it is. So 8,800 means that's what it was. We were very close to dropping a zero. But before all that, we also have right in here, a lot of other things happen. We have Shiboshis, the NFTs are released. That's an expansion of the Shiba Inu ecosystem. Now Payments partners with Shib. October 27th, Shib soars to the 5,600 price point. And then October 28th was that all-time high that I mentioned earlier. Now right here, if you bought right here on launch day back in August 1st, 2020, your $100 investment with no more invested at all is now worth at that all-time high a total whopping, get ready, brace yourself, $17,343,137. Talk about a return on investment. November 1st, so it's probably right about here, Shib overtakes Doge. I'm gonna say Doge Killer because that's kind of the game plan here, right? So Doge Killer based on market cap. So by market cap, they take over Doge. Now, right now, of course, they're back down below Doge, but at that point, that was a big day where they became the Doge Killer for a little period of time. And then November 5th, a Shiba Inu whale. A whale means somebody that has tons of money within the cryptocurrency environment. That's what we call a whale. Now that whale moves $2 billion of Shib into 4 different cryptocurrency wallets. And because of that big movement, people got a little bit spooked. And because they got spooked, what did they do? They decided to say, oh my gosh, I need to pull out too because I think things are gonna crash. So people started pulling out and that kind of flattened out the market a little bit. You can see this spike up right here. You see that? That is when Kraken finally lists Shib. Kraken is a pretty big exchange and they listed Shib right here. BitPay, right? BitPay just launched Shiba Inu. And then we have a few other things that just happened. I've been mentioning it here on the channel, but here's the whole line, right? We just spent a lot of time going through this timeline, but I think it's vitally important. Here's why it's vitally important. All of this, I gotta change this color because I want you guys to see how freaking vital this is, okay? All of this right here, okay? In that square is where I think we are right now. All of this is going on. So let's reverse time and pretend we're talking about it back in May, right? So May, it starts crashing down. You get the people that are saying Shib is dead, Shib is stupid, Shib is a meme coin, Shib is this and that, and the next thing, right? And meanwhile, KuCoin, Bitforex, Binance, all this stuff is happening in the Shiba Inu market, yet nothing is going on. It's just flatlining. It is dead from the standpoint of those people that hate on cryptocurrency. But yet all this stuff is happening. Why isn't it moving? And then look what happens. It starts surging back up. So it's about the adoption. It adopts, people start realizing it, and then the whales come in and other things come in and investors come in and it starts going back up. So this all-time high is a result of obviously news, people getting to understand Shib, and the adoption that has happened over that period of time. So now we're seeing the same thing. Kraken, BitPay, there's rumors about Robinhood, and I think that's gonna be Q1 2022. I'm just gonna throw out a funny date. I don't know anything, I'm not sponsored, I don't promise. I'm just totally BSing this. January 17th. If that happens, fine. If it doesn't, who cares? But if that happens, that's another additional exposure, right? So as things happen in the cryptocurrency market, that helps lead us to say, hey, this is a cryptocurrency worth investing in. It continues to push up on the CoinMarketCap overall top cryptocurrencies, and as a result, it goes back into another all-time high. Now, if you're a Shib holder, that should hopefully excite you. And if it does, make sure you share this video with other people. But remember, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research and make sure you never invest money that you can't afford to lose in the case that it does go all the way down. Now remember, cryptos are not backed by a central authority. So because of that, they have decentralization. So how does cryptocurrency actually start going back up? How does it actually get adopted? How does it get exciting to the fact that where we were in Shib back in October 2021? Well, here's some of the points that can influence cryptocurrency, and not just Shiba Inu, but pretty much anything going up or down. You have supply and demand. You have cost of production, availability on exchanges, competition, governance, and regulations. Those are the points that really drive the price and the value of the cryptocurrency. As that continues to grow, you can then look at something and say, hey, that seems a little bit undervalued. All of a sudden, there's a lot of exchanges listing this particular cryptocurrency. At the same time, they're continuing to expand their ecosystem. And when that happens, a lot more people show interest in that crypto, it starts blowing up, and then it shoots to its next all-time high. But you may say to yourself, well, Bob, that makes sense, but there's so many holders. In fact, the holders of Shiba Inu token has gone up significantly to over 1 million. So how can you explain more holders, yet a lessening price? Well, let's take a look over here on CoinMarketCap. If I click right here where it says holders of the Shiba Inu token, you can definitely see, and I'm gonna expand this out to 1 month. Look at what has happened here. We are all the way up now, as of the recording of this video, to 1.071 million holders. Now, if we go back to the last all-time high, in fact, that's even before, that's well after. Let's go 3 months here, okay. Here we are. All right, the last all-time high was right about here. We had only 872,000. So how can you explain all of this increase and yet the price kind of stabilizes? Well, it is stabilized, you're absolutely right. But you also got to remember that even though there's a lot of adoption, meaning there's a lot of people buying in and holding the Shiba Inu, there's less volume. So what can happen? Let's say I become a holder of Shib and I decide to buy $1 million worth of Shiba Inu. I'm gonna have like a lot of Shib, right? But then I decide, you know what? It's up a little bit. I'm gonna sell half of my earnings. Well, half of $1 million is $500,000 pulled out of the market. I could even say, you know what? I'm pulling all my money out except for $2,000. I'm gonna take my profit and only leave $1,000 in. Now remember, I flooded the market with over $1 million. Call me a whale if you want. And then I pull all of it out and leave only 1,000. Now, I'm still gonna be shown as a holder because I'm still holding Shiba Inu, but I don't have as much money. But because I pulled all that money out of the Shiba market, guess what happens? The price is gonna stabilize, if not go down a little bit, due to that massive transaction. Now, on a smaller scale, you have people that may have put in, I don't know, $500, $600, maybe even only $100, and they decide to pull out half of their money. Or you put in $100, it soars up to $2,000, and you take out your initial investment, or you take out the profit and only leave $100 in. You're now pulling out you're actually pulling out $1,900 out of your initial $100 investment after it soars up. Flattens the market, but you're still a Shiba Inu holder. So that is something you got to keep in mind. Even though the holders are going up, the overall volume, which is located right up here, as you can see, is down 32.07%. Something to keep in mind. This is also powered by the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. And right now, the entire crypto market is in a period of fear. Here it is. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out in the description. Right here, we have a period of fear. If you look, yesterday, extreme fear. Last week, fear. Last month, fear. Initially, in fact, if we were about a month ago, It was in extreme greed. So we're kind of reversing the trend. There's a lot of stuff going on in the stock market. There's a lot of stuff going on in the crypto market that's bringing that down. And as a result of bringing that down, there's a lot more fear in the market. So those people that are holding could be pulling some of that money out of the market as a result of the fear. And that brings us to the bid-ask spread. Now, here we are on my Webull platform, and I want to take your attention over here. You can see right here is the bid and right here is the ask. Now, over here on the left is the bid. That is the price that the buyer wants to buy Shiba Inu at the moment. Then over here is the ask. This is the price that the seller is willing to sell Shiba Inu at. And the difference between these two is typically where you're gonna see your price, right here at 31.31. So what we would need to see is more flooding into the market, more adoption, more people buying more. Even if you're a current holder, you buy more. As that continues to happen, we see the RSI go up, and we also see demand go up, and it pushes that price up because of supply and demand, which basically means you have people that are willing to buy more Shiba Inu at a higher price than they are currently. As more people start going in, the sellers are going to say, hey, wait a minute. I'm no longer saying that I'm going to sell you my Shib at 31.67. Oh, no. My ask price now is 4,000. Now it's 5,000. Now it's 8,000. The more you buy and the more aggressive you buy and the more fast you buy, I'm gonna keep pushing that money up. And then all of a sudden, we're at an all-time high yet again. And that is what kind of drives the market. Same thing with the stock market. You have Apple. And in fact, Apple just hit a 52-week high. I think it was right around $180. In fact, right here it is. Yes, 182.13. Look at that 52-week high. That is pretty darn good. But then look what happens. It comes back down to 171. Of course, people are going to take some profit when it starts pushing that high. But would you say that Apple is dead as a result of that? If you bought in at 182.13, Apple, and right now it's at 171, and you're like, oh, it's gone back down, Apple's dead. Yeah, really? Is Apple really dead? So between the adoption and the lull, and the holders, and the bid-ask spread, those that hold can tend to see some good things. But always make sure you have your foundation set up first. Don't go all in on Shib just because it's on a low. You got to make sure that you're investing in your Roth, that you have some conservative investments, because the last thing you want to do is go in on a stupid investment that ruins you and your family. You're worth it. Don't screw it up. Now, as I always say, if you can't hang out with the bears, you'll never be able to ride with the bulls. Think about it. Check out this video next, and we'll see you on the next video.